Hey guys, I'm Karan Binani from Moby Scrub, and this video I'm going to take you through some games that are amazing to play and look equally good on the Samsung Galaxy S8. The first one on the list is Leo's Fortune. It's the only paid game in this entire video. It's as high definition and beautiful as any game could get. The levels claim to be handcrafted and I must say are well detailed and amazing to look at. And all of this being played on the Galaxy S8 is just another experience altogether. It's one of the perfect and most gorgeous platformer games that I've ever seen, and I did not even think twice before purchasing this game for $4.99. The idea of the game is simple. This green blob that you see is Leo, and he is chasing his treasure that was stolen from him. The gold that you see Leo collecting on the way is the trace that the thief left, which also seems like a trap. The difficulty keeps increasing and the skill level required to complete each level goes up. There are just three controls. The left side of the screen controls a slide movement. Swiping up on the right side makes him jump, and if you jump and hold, Leo inflates himself to float in the air slowly. Now, I know $4.99 might seem a lot, but this game, I think it's totally worth it. The graphics are just amazing, and I'm really happy that I found this game however I did. Next is Coverfire. It's a third-person shooting game with a standard gameplay procedure, but the difference lies in the gameplay mechanics. It's not a free roam game like other shooter and FPS games. The gameplay is always in cover mode, and you need to achieve objectives of each level in that style. Each level has its own set of objectives which gets tougher. Now you can see that the guy is always undercover, and you get your time to position the crossfire on the target. When you tap shoot, he comes out and starts shooting. The key is to not get shot while you're firing at him. As you can see, if you don't time yourself well enough, you end up wasting time and bullets, which in turn affects your mission. Now, as you play along, you also unlock characters who have their own skill set. For example, our friend Vladimir is an expert with RPG, and you'd have some missions that involve him after you unlock him. Like this one, where he's using a rocket launcher sitting in a helicopter. And there are other characters in this entire game that you will continue to unlock. And for example, this really nice lady here who is an expert sniper. And the entire mission that I'm playing right now is about using the sniper in specific ways to meet the mission's objectives. The game gets really interesting as you unlock more and more of these characters. You can also see the graphics that are really awesome. And you know, all of these games end with a really kick-ass slow motion in the end, which really make that entire experience pretty cool. Coming up next is Afterpulse. If you've ever played Counter-Strike and looking for a game of a similar nature, this is the game for you. The graphics are absolutely awesome, the textures and the detail in the game are top-notch, and nothing less than other HD FPS games that you would have played otherwise. Just like in Counter-Strike, there are maps that you unlock as you get better and score more. Each map has enemies that you need to kill. After every kill, the player respawns, just like in Counter-Strike, and each level is timed. When the time is out, then there is a score that pops up, and it shows the scores that you would have scored depending on the number of kills that you would have made in the game. So there you go on the top, it's 2, 1 and 0. Match finished, and now we'll have a score table which tells me that I played the best. And yeah, that's how you score more points and unlock more levels. The gameplay is really interesting, and it really makes me nostalgic about the way we used to play Counter-Strike back in those days. The fourth game in the list is FZ9 Timeshift. And as the name suggests, it's a game wherein you need to manipulate time to be able to kill enemies and proceed to the next level. The graphics are awesome, detailed, and thanks to the display on the Galaxy S8, it's extremely sharp. Now in the gameplay, every time you're moving, the time resumes and passes the normal way. But when you leave controls, time slows down, and that's when you have the opportunity to kill your enemies. Of course, it's all about the timing. You can get yourself easily killed if you don't slow down time at the right time. There are majorly 4 controls in the entire game. The left side is to control the movement, the right side is set to fire the gun. There is a target button on the left to focus on who to kill, and then there is a jump button as well. Rest, the gameplay is fairly equivalent to any other FPS game that you would have played. But what I really liked about the game is how it makes it look really easy to kill when you know that you can slow down time. But when you play the game is when you really realize that the timing to initiate the slowdown is extremely important and key to winning each level, and that's what makes it really challenging. The last one is ShadowMatic. It's a game for those people who have the patience and the required perspective to excel at this game. You have an object that you need to rotate in a way that the shadow it casts resembles a real-life object or animal. The shadows get complicated as you progress in levels, but that's the whole point of any game actually. The dots at the bottom indicate how close you are to getting to the right answer. So as and when those dots fill, you can see that it starts shining, and there you go. So when I'm rotating them, the dots sort of start lighting up, which tell you that you're going in the right direction. A lot of times you're not going to have any clue to what this is going to be. For example, this one is actually a kettle, a teapot. But so you can now see that it somewhat starts resembling, and after a lot of trial and error, I'm gonna get it almost right. And well, there you have it. It took about 1 minute and 21 seconds to do that. It's a teapot. But yeah, there are a lot of levels, and again, even the level screen is pretty beautiful. It's got that parallax effect. So yeah, it just gets tougher and tougher. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Do let me know if you have any questions or any comments or any games that you want me to review, and that can become a part of this video as well. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to MobiScrub.